Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I got three stories for you in this video. In the first article, it's on your screen here right now. The headline reads as follows: What will define cryptos in 2021? Experts have their say. Well, I just want to share with you a couple ideas just on the general concept of this, because frankly, it very well may be the case that XRP ends up defining crypto in 2021. And I'll take it a step further, frankly. You know, either XRP lives or crypto dies in the United States. Because from a regulatory perspective, there are such gigantic implications which impact the entirety of the space, so I want to touch on that. Also, a Ripple customer, Bank of America, is getting into crypto. Look at this headline, the Daily Hodl. Bank of America launches Bitcoin futures trading for select group of clients, report. And then we've got this, the XRP Ledger Foundation opens a new office. And I've actually got a couple pictures I'll be sharing with you in this video, but they got a spot in a big-ass building. So anyway, plenty to talk about here in this latest Moon Lambo hot jam. But I do want to be clear at the outset. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who likes making hot jams all up on the internet as a fun hobby. But that's all that's going on here. And so, as far as XRP, defining crypto of 2021, well, there's an obvious possibility, and this would be the more fun and exciting one, frankly. What if XRP this calendar year goes parabolic, shoots up the charts just like it did in late 2017? Because, mind you, in 2017, XRP was the best performing cryptocurrency, period. It went bananas, and I don't mind that one bit. It's been a long time since we've seen that, but hey, when it comes to investing, you have to have a long-term mindset, or you're simply not going to make it. And so I've been holding on to my XRP since November of 2017, haven't sold a single one, and I will not until I'm sufficiently enticed to do so, because I personally believe that XRP will be worth substantially more in the future than it is today. But there's a lot on the line here for the entirety of the crypto space in the United States specifically. I mean, just like consider this. You know, if we get finality on the Ripple SEC versus Ripple case this year, what do you think that's going to mean for XRP? I mean, the implications will be huge for the entirety of the space. And so if you want to talk about what's defining the entire asset class, maybe start there, actually. Because in this article, they're talking about NFTs and all sorts of other stuff. And frankly, and that's fine to talk about that stuff. But even then, actually, like Ripple's pushing XRP and the XRP ledger specifically into that. I've covered that in recent videos. So even then, I'd say maybe talk a little bit more about XRP on that front. Because I feel like it's going to catch so many people off guard. Like, people don't realize that assets can be tokenized on the XRP ledger, and it's had that functionality since day one. Frankly, it was the first blockchain to incorporate that functionality, the tokenization of assets. Now, of course, back when it was incorporated, nobody used the term tokenize or to make something a token. They were just calling it issued assets or IOUs, frankly. But it's the same thing. It literally is functionally the same thing here. And so, you know, as far as the legal implications, though, if Ripple's fair notice defense stands, I mean, the SEC, frankly, like, they will lose a substantial amount of power. And given how they've been treating their power, I wouldn't mind it, frankly. But this fair notice, of course, is this idea that Ripple's been conducting business for the better part of a decade in broad daylight, full transparency. The SEC's been aware of it. But now, after almost a decade of them conducting business, which including part of which was selling XRP to not to retailers but to approved third parties, the SEC comes down and says you should have known all along that your actions were illegal. And so I sit there and I wonder, it's like, SEC, then, if it was illegal this whole time, why did you allow so many investors, which you're supposed to protect, why did you allow these investors to be harmed by Ripple's illegal actions? And I still haven't gotten a good answer from the SEC on that one, but that's apparently reality right there. So if this year there's clarity, the fair notice defense stands, this would be huge for the entire crypto asset class, because it's going to make it so that many cryptocurrencies in existence today are going to also get a similar legal pass. And not that every single crypto out there is exactly the same. There actually have been a lot of ICOs, and I still feel like those those coins that actually had ICOs, they're still going to be in a lot of trouble. But the SEC would functionally lose power. So we'll see what happens, but to me, that's something big that's going on here. Here's a tweet from Ben Armstrong, who runs the second largest cryptocurrency YouTube channel on the entire planet with over 1.1 million subscribers at this point. Recently became pro Ripple and pro XRP, and he shared the following on Twitter. The Ripple, SEC, and XRP case will make ripples across the crypto space. I believe Ripple will win the case, and this will be a huge win for all of us. The crypto space isn't perfect, but we're all in on the same mission. It's good to see some positivity from such a large channel, so I just thought I'd highlight this. And yes, I do think more likely than not justice will be done here. It's overwhelming. If you just look at the facts, overwhelming how strong the evidence is that Ripple has. And again, if I were an attorney, I'd much rather be representing Ripple than representing the SEC, because the SEC is not in the best spot. And then take a look at this from the Daily Huddle. Ripple names Bank of America as key member of its global payments network. And this is awesome. I mean, this is a Ripple customer, and here you go. They're jumping. Oh, I'm sorry, that was the wrong article. I was gonna cite part of this actually. I just read the wrong headline as a result. Though my apologies. The headline from the new article here: Bank of America launches Bitcoin futures trading for select group of clients. And so Bank of America again is jumping on in here. Bank of America is reportedly taking a big first step into the crypto markets. The second largest bank in the United States has launched Bitcoin futures trading for a select group of clients, according to a report from CoinDesk. Anonymous sources with knowledge of the matter say a small number of clients are already up and running, and additional clients are currently going through an onboarding process. And so I just want to ask, for anybody out there that is concerned about the longevity of the crypto asset class, and even Bitcoin specifically, I've got to ask you, are you smarter than all of the people at Bank of America? Like, do you know things that all of the higher-ups at Bank of America don't know that would make it more likely to be on the side of crypto going to zero than going to the moon? Like, what is more likely? And so I say that because all the people that are sitting here on a day-to-day basis looking at the price down to the second and freaking out when it goes up or down or this or that, do you think Bank of America and their executives are concerned about this level of volatility? Well, clearly the answer is no. They don't care about the volatility. If anything, it's appealing if they're jumping into the space. I say volatility is appealing, frankly. It just results to people that don't know what they're doing getting burned more easily. But for me, that's why I just do nothing. I just hold. Because data shows me that we're going to keep trending upward. And, well, data shows me that if historically what has happened persists, then we'll trend upward, but there's no way to know for sure. But I see cryptocurrency and blockchain technology functionally being adopted. I see XRP being used in enterprise-grade software today. I'm confident. I'm certainly confident. You can't know anything with certainty, and yes, investing in crypto is risky, but I certainly feel confident at this point, and so does Bank of America, and they're a Ripple customer. And so you know what? All of these facts now. And if anybody out there is scared, I've just got to ask, why are you torturing yourself? But the crypto was not going to stop being volatile just because you jumped in. And if you want it to, I got to ask, why are you here? Because I'm here for the volatility. Without volatility, price doesn't go up ridiculously asymmetrical compared to other assets and asset classes. So I love it. I absolutely, I am not scared in the least when it goes to the downside. I know that everybody else will be, and they'll act like a bunch of idiots. So like, to me, I'm just counting on humans doing what I know humans do. And so Bank of America, they've actually been with Ripple for some time, dating back to, according to this article, 2016. And it's been interesting because as far as the nature of their of the partnership, there hadn't been a ton of details. But this article here from November 24th of last year, 2020, titled "Ripple names Bank of America as key member of its global payments network." It ends up citing, frankly, that Ripple actually is part of RippleNet, which is Ripple's payments technology. It's the messaging portion that helps move money around the planet. So they're a customer. The degree to which they're using it hasn't been announced, but Bank of America, they're tight-lipped about this stuff. And Ripple has said this many times, is like, their customers decide what information comes out. Ripple's not just going to out any number of companies saying, hey, just so you know, it looks good for us. These are our customers, because the customers might not like that. The customers might not want their competitors to know that they're on the cutting edge in terms of technologically like what's going on in the fintech space here. And so I totally understand that here, but they are on RippleNet. And so at some point, if it ever makes sense, they're one step away from being able to utilize XRP as a bridge currency. It's liquid. It's one of the most liquid cryptocurrencies on the planet. And now there's this from you today. XRP Ledger Foundation opens new office in this innovative European country. And I got a couple pictures for you, which I'll make full screen in just a moment. But according to a recent tweet of the XRP Ledger Foundation, excuse me, it has opened a new office in Tallinn, Estonia. When answering a question why this location was chosen, it mentioned that Estonia is an innovative and advanced place when it comes to regulations with its digital documentation, e-citizenship, and other similar things. XRP Ledger Foundation has called this the main reasons for choosing this country and expects XRPL devs to arrive in the office soon. I think this is the coolest thing since sliced bread, damn it, because it's just further evidence. It's just so funny to me, like the SEC coming after Ripple claiming that XRP is a security. That is what they're functionally arguing, even if they pretend that they're not. And here you have a party that has nothing to do with Ripple. Ripple doesn't own this or anything like that. It's just an independent entity, and they've got a freaking office, and it's security? No. It's just why it's funny here. But anyway, as reported by you today, the XRP Ledger Foundation was introduced in September last year as an independent organization that intended to boost the XRP Ledger adoption and development. The foundation received grants from Ripple that totaled $6.5 million, but Ripple's not running it in any sort of capacity whatsoever. And in fact, the XRP Ledger Foundation, they actually launched their own UNL, unique node list, which doesn't have 100% overlap with Ripple. So how about that for decentralization? And here's the pictures full screen. Here's the first one. That's an interesting exterior. And there you can see right here a number of stories up, XRPLF.org. And people driving by are going to be like, what the hell is that? And I hope they plug it into their smartphone and figure it out. And here's another picture from a slightly different angle showing it. You gotta love that. It's a beautiful development. My friends, XRP is one of the most adopted cryptocurrencies on the planet. And as long as it continues to be genuinely useful and adopted, I will be bullish on XRP for the long haul. Now, that being said, I'm talking about in terms of adoption. In terms of price action, that doesn't mean that there won't be a price where I personally am sufficiently enticed to sell most or all of my XRP. That could happen potentially even this market cycle. But even if that happens, even if I sell all of it, I'll be happy to be transparent about that, by the way, if I do. But if I do, as soon as the bear market comes, I believe XRP, along with the rest of the crypto asset class, will crash tremendously. Probably over 80, maybe over 90, maybe even over 95%. And as I see the market doing that, as it starts to get lower and lower, closer to those really high percentages, actually, that's when I'm going to start buying more XRP again. As long as it's still functionally being used at that point in time, and I'll be transparent when I do that. And I'm going to have a fun time during this bear market, which will go a number of years, just loading up on crypto when nobody else is paying attention. That is the most important time to pay attention to the market, even though it's the least interesting according to the rest of the world, because it's more fun when things go moon and rocket ship and moon, all that crap. I understand that. But it's more important to pay attention during the bear market and position oneself. That's what I believe, and so that's what I'll be doing for myself. So I will be loading up, and I won't be able to buy the bottom just like I did over this last cycle. I started buying XRP as it dipped down from almost $4, got down to when it got down to, I think the number was 55 cents. I believe that's when I first purchased it again. And I was like, well, I don't know where the bottom is, but it's down a lot. So I started buying, and then as it went down further to 45 cents and 40 cents and 35 cents and 30 cents and 25 cents, and I even bought it as cheap as 15 cents at one point. I just bought it all the way down, not worrying about that range and that I was down in my investment for all those years. That's just what I did. And now I'm way, way, way up. But for most of the time I've been in XRP and crypto, I've been way down. Or not always way down, but I've been down most of the time. And so that's my strategy. And so I'm going to do that again. And while those years are passing on by, I will be down for the vast majority of that time, maybe even down a lot. Probably most of the time just down a little bit. But I'm going to dollar cost average into a bunch of positions. And I'm not going to worry about being down because I am a long-term investor. And I don't care because I know that the other, like the typical retail speculator, they're the ones that can't handle it. And so I will wait patiently, and I will purchase their fear when they choose to sell it at a price that I find appealing. And that's just the way that I'm going to approach all of this. So anyway, lots to look forward to here as far as I'm concerned, but I'll wrap up. I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.